Hello. Hello. Hello and howdy. I wanted the impact back. I wanted the clickety clacks and stuff like that because it's like it. It's good for me. If it's bad for you, I'm sorry. You're in the wrong place. Welcome to the second stream of 2025, I guess. I was going to light a candle. I participated in the Terra Inc. Kickstarter to help her get supplies and stuff like that for a shop. Very, very cute stuff, very cool things. I do like the stuff that I got from it. It was done in partnership with a candle company, which unfortunately, I'm sorry, I forgot what the name of the candle company is itself right now, but I have the coffee shop candle and it's very good. It's like, it's almost caramelly. Like most candles, what you should do is knock the wick down when you go to relight it. But it smells very nice. Hey Joe, you going to go use your litter box that you stopped doing? Office boy Joe has been allowed freedom throughout the house now. Nyrene Arya, much more okay with his presence. Arya likes to play with him. Nyrene has figured out how to coexist. Ow. And he doesn't hang out with me anymore. At least not in the office. But he's just when I assume he's blowing it up big time. So it's good that I just lit a candle because I might die shortly. But we're here. We're at least a little bit queer. And that's great. That's great. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to do the pre-game of stream. So that's going to be Khan Academy and the sketching. Because I will not be available again until probably maybe 4 hours from now. So we're going to be able to stream for like an hour, and then I'm going to be gone for a couple more, like at least 3. And that's okay. That's how life is sometimes. But being able to get rid of the pregame stuff for the day is going to be very nice. If we end up going through it very quickly and I have a little bit of extra time, I have a bonus game that I want us to be able to play. Was it Bat to Heaven? Oh, hell yeah, I love Wild Roses. I have an issue with music, right, in that even now, like, it was a big issue when I started engaging in music in high school. Like, middle school started knowing that music existed. In high school, started branching out a little bit and engaging with some. And the majority of music that I like is sad. And like bitter. Bad to the heavens. This will be my first platformer in years. So I don't know if we're actually going to be able to play that though. We'll see. I do want to. I do like the artist behind the game quite a bit. If you follow me in Blue Sky, you'll definitely have seen me reskeeting some of the works. Being what, Seroro? Did I have enough rows? I had too many. Seroro. If I'm pronouncing it right anyway. I want to learn more phonetic schemes. That's something that I want to do. Currently trying to build up some sign language. Some American Sign Language specifically. Some sign language. If I did that, no, I think the signs are different than what I'm used to. So remember this as sign language, but I think the book says it's different now. I'm fine. But like, wouldn't it be cool that I have the captions, but if I could also be signing at the same time? But of course I'm pixelated, so that's not going to be actually appreciated. What is going to be most people's reaction? But it's good kind of going to be at work. And let me open up the other things too. Currently there's a 100% chance that we sketch Rejuvenate, but we'll be able to change that. And you've got me now. Oh, roses, they don't mean a thing you don't understand. Well, no, we fool pretend. I didn't turn off the fucking thing again, but it's okay because clip's not open right now. Okay. Fucking mic almost fucking hit me in the face. All the time. Okay. Let's turn up the things. Boop a doop, burp, and a doop. They're on different places. Can I just get them grouped together? I think the answer is yes. Because this is still functioning the way that it needs to. No, it can't. Because the text is all one thing, but I have our lads hiding below. Yeah, no, I can't move it. I can get them closer to each other, but that's not going to be that helpful. Okay. So we got a unit test to do for trigonometry on the Algebra 2 level. I don't like, so I was talking with Petra the other day and how I don't like this version of Heatwaves as much as the acoustic one. There's something about the acoustic that just really feels good in my mind and brain. You know, my mind and in my brain. In my mind. In my brain. This is a sine function, by the way. We talked about it yesterday. Graph the sinusoid function that we want to create a sinusoid function such that its graph will intersect its midline at 0, 5. Intersecting midline when x is 0 is most easily done with a sine function, and it reaches its maximum at that particular point. We want to create it, and we get to write it in whatever formula we want, which means we're writing it in the good formula. The good formula, of course, being a sine of b times quantity x minus c plus d, where a is literally equal to the amplitude. C, in this case, is literally the phase shift. D is literally y equals d being the midline. And b, for a sinusoid function, 2 pi divided by the absolute value b will give us the period of the function. Here, for a quick sketch, we have that at 0, 5. We are intersecting the midline, and we hit a maximum following that at 0.75 7. Get the fucking dot in there, bitch. Which means fuck you. God damn it. Well, let's just do the infinite dots, because website wants to be a fucking prick. Not the website, the tablet. The tablet wants to be a fucking prick, but so does the website. So then we're going to do this. We're going up 2, so that's A. A is equal to 2. D is equal to 5. C will be equal to 0 because we're doing a basic sine function, so we're not shifting left or right. And B, on the other hand, is going to be somewhat more of a calculation to take place. We know that a quarter of the entire thing is 0.75 or 3/4. That's a quarter of the journey. See, first quarter, second quarter, third corner, fourth corner. So quarter, not corner. I know I was saying corner though. So that times 4, of course, is come the fuck on, is 3. So the period is 3. P is equal to 3, which is equal to 2 pi over B. So B is equal to 2 pi over 3. So we have all the parts to just shove into the formula. This function is going to look like f of x is equal to 2 sine of 2 pi over 3x, because we're using x, no c, so we don't have anything else on the inside, plus 5. Over 3x. Closed it. Plus 5. So I said, right? I mean, it looks right to me. Gaming. Oh, shit. Shut the fuck up. I'm going to do the problem. Leave me alone. The day length in MP varies over time in a periodic way that can be modeled by a trigonometric function. Assume the length of the year, which is the period of change, is exactly 365 days long. The shortest day of the year is December 21st, the winter solstice, and it's that minutes long. The place's longest day is that many minutes long. Note that December 21 is 11 days before January 1st. They're giving us the phase shift because what we can do, if that's the shortest, we can have an upside down cosine function. I like this song to look though. Find the formula of the trigonometric function that models the length L of the day t days after January 1st. Determine the function using radians. What is the day length on the people power anniversary, February 25th, which is 55 days after January 1st in that place? Round your answer, if necessary, to decimal places. This is a cool problem. I kind of like it, but fucking sucks because we have to actually solve it. Okay, so again, this has given us a minimum at -11, because 11 days before the first, which is 0. January 1st is 0. Okay, guys? I know it's hard to ponder. But yeah, so write that down. P is equal to 365. So B is equal to 2 pi over 365. Bet. See black and gold, you see you see in airplane mode all around your head. All around your head, all around your head. It's a man, time to change that. You send her an album, call it Dreamland. So To find the amplitude, we're going to find the distance between these two numbers. So that's going to be the absolute value. So I'm just going to ignore negative signs. 675.85 minus 779.6. Divide that in half, and we get an amplitude of 51.875. From that, then, we can apply that number to either extreme, going up from the minimum or down from the maximum, and that will give us the midline at 727.725. We already got the value of B, and the value of C will be -11 because we're moving it backwards. And again, that's the minimum. So what we are going to be doing by having the minimum, it's not down there. So if it's like this, right, we're going to have a minimum and it's going to look like an upside down cosine function. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our cosine function. We're going to slap a negative on the amplitude so that it flips upside down. And since it looks like a cosine, we're going to use the cosine function. Our value of B is 2 pi over 365, so that we get a period of 365, right? Right. In parentheses, again, we're going to have then the x minus 11, so that we translate the start of the curve to the left, and we're going to increase it by our midline. And so this should be the function unless I severely fucked up. I sure hope not. So then let us... So I'm going to actually just type this into my fucking calculator so that I have something to actually read. So I have written negative 51.875 cosine of 2 pi over 3 times the quantity of x minus 11 plus 727 rather, 0.725. This then will like me to replace x with 55. Since I've actually already typed it in, I'm just going to, I'm going to have to rewrite some parts of it. Oh, that sucks. Whatever. Minus 11, close, plus 727.725. Let's make sure this reads right. We have that, the cosine, my scalar multiple, 55 minus 11, which would be 44. I guess I could have typed that in there instead. Too late to care. And rounded to 2 decimal places, I have 753.66. Let's see if this is wrong. Okay, well, I put X and they wanted T, but I'm glad that that's the only thing that was wrong because we did that before, and Khan is being generous with not saying fuck you when you write the variable wrong. So this is what I've written. We moved it to the left and needed to be plus 11. So fucking right, fam. Well, one on the counter. Like I said, though, like literally, these long form sinusoidal function problems, I know literally everything that needs to go on, but I fucking fuck up something basically every single time. Where on my personal account, in their trigonometry course, I think it was that one that I was having this issue in, I ended up getting mastery in this specific skill, modeling with sinusoidals, out of pity, because I kept missing one problem in the problem set, just consistent all the time. It was always happening, and for some reason, at the end of one of the problem sets where I still missed something, they gave me the mastery credit anyway, and I never fucking did that exercise set again. And we'll see if I'm going to have to. But we get to start over because we missed one. Why do you have to do degrees? I have to think about degrees, goddammit. But this is easy actually because it's 30 degrees. Okay, so there, right? If that's 150, then this angle there is 30 degrees, right? So we're looking at this one, it's in quadrant 2, which means cosine is negative, whereas the sine is positive. If we draw the reference, then that tells us that sine is equal to 1/2, and this is the square root of 3/2, but negative. Negative square root 3 over 2 and positive 1/2. S is swinging from a chandelier. The horizontal distance between S and the wall in meters is modeled by d of t, where t is the time in seconds. The function is graphed below, along with one segment highlighted. So it is the pink. Answer the following question. That is the amplitude. What is the meaning of the highlighted segment? That is a distance of 2. It's that one. Fun. So there's no phase shift, so again, it's pretty easy. We are going to continue having the midline point on 0, so that's nice. So we're going to go ahead and increase that to where it needs to go. We need to have an amplitude of -7. So let's go ahead and engage that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From there, then, we need to have a period that is equal to 2 pi divided by 1/4, which is the same as 2 pi times 4. If you want to write 4/1, go ahead, and that's going to be equal to 8 pi. Is the x-axis in pi's? It is. Thank you. Well, that means here, half of the period will occur at pi over 2. No, half will occur. We can't get this to... Oh, wait, no, we can, right? Because we decreased. This is the midline. So this then will allow us to have a... because, yeah, we want half to occur in 4 in a distance of 4 pi. Which here we can then see, if we go backwards, we see a full occur over a course of 8 pi. This should be right. Badass gamers. Theta is an angle located in quadrant 3. such that the sine is equal to that. Great, that's a Pythagorean triple, so that was actually going to be easy, without having to do math, because that's a 5, 12, 13. But so here, right, the sine is that, which means, right, we're looking like this. We're in quadrant 3. It does want the cosine. So again, this is going to be negative 12. This is 13. This is going to be a negative 5 because it's a Pythagorean triple again. So the cosine is negative 5/13. I almost hit 12. Convert into radians. Again, so when you're doing a conversion, you multiply by the unit that you want to have, in this case, pi radians. And then you're going to divide by the unit you want to remove. Here, the conversion rate between radians and degrees is that pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. So this is the measure that we're going with. We'll eliminate the power, not the power, but the factor of 10 as well as the degree unit. So we get 7 pi over 18. And that's it. 7 pi over 18. For each point on this unit circle, wow. Select the angle that corresponds to it. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, this is quadrant 1, so you're talking maybe pi over 6. I guess that does look like the 30-degree angle. So then, okay, so this is going to be a pi over 6 as well. This is 6 pi over 6. At this point, this is 7 pi over 6. Or not. I don't think it's this. Because this is a bit further along. What would that be? I should remember 180 over 5 at this point. 180 over 10, of course, is 18. Multiply that by 2, 36. 36 times 7 is not something I'm going to have in my head, nor do I want to execute it in my head. 252. That is indeed closer to around here. So that's going to be the 8 pi over 7. 7 pi over 7 is, of course, 180 degrees still. 8 pi over 7 then a little bit beyond. This, though, is what I assumed as 5 pi over 3. Because pi over 3, 2 pi over 3, 3 pi over 3, 4 pi over 3, 5 pi over 3. So, cool. The graph size will function, a minimum of that and a midline of that. So it's upside down cosine function. We'll handle it accordingly. We can use whatever form we want, which is going to be hot and sexy. Thank you very much. We'll set up this. So we got a minimum at 0, negative 3. We have the midline at 1, 1. Don't do that, you stupid bitch. Okay. Nice. Which means, so you do that, you'll do that, you'll do that, you'll do that, and then you'll do that. It's not very proportional because based on what I did here, the max should be here, but whatever. This is, of course, 1, 1. So 0 to 1 is a quarter of the period, which means the period is a fat 4. 2 pi over b, 2 pi over 4 is pi over 2, where the value would be. I shouldn't put the equal sign. Do that. So as a value b, we are going to have, this is a distance of 4. So a is equal to 4, but we're going to make it negative so we get the cosine to be flipped. D is equal to 1 because that's our midline there, and we still aren't working with any phase shifting in these types of problems. It's fucked up that the modeling problems that are unilaterally more difficult have phase shifts sometimes, but these problems here that are fucking straightforward because there's no context to shove your brain within don't have it. But yeah, so then we are looking at the function y equals, because I want to write f of x apparently, negative 4 cosine times pi over 2 x. I need to verify the fucking variable because I keep fucking that up, plus 1. So let's type that in. Hopefully, negative 4 cosine times the quantity of pi over 2. That's an s. Pi over 2 x outside plus 1. Cool. But this has this has a phase shift. So let's rewrite this the good way. 3 times the cosine of pi times the quantity x plus 4 plus 2. So here, don't know why I capitalized that, is equal to 3. We have a positive cosine function with an amplitude of 3. So I want to rearrange this so I can control this. We have b is equal to pi, which means the period is equal to 2. Or the x-axis that we're working with here. Hopefully they allow me to go oh, they do allow me to go halvesies. Good. That's what we just then we have c is equal to negative 4 left 4 units, and then d is equal to 2. We'll also say up 4 units to put it into translation conversations of sorts. Okay, so this point here, right, is going to go to the left 4. This is typically here, right? Actually, hold on. So this is the positive cosine just there, right? Let's scooch it to the left 4. Didn't do anything. Interesting. Why did I say that a d of 2 was going to be an up 4? God damn. We then scale it by factor of 3. Get something like this. And then we raised every point 2 spaces. So let's move this back up 2, but let's move this up 2 as well. We should probably move this up 2 as the midline, just as a safety net. And here then, we can see we have we are assuming our starting point here at -4, as you see though, because of the period also being a factor of, or being 2, the phase shift being a multiple of 2 doesn't actually change the representation of the function. We can still look at 0 and see the cosine function existing in a full cycle in the period of 2. But we went ahead and manifested it anyway so that the computer doesn't get too mad. It probably wouldn't though. But yeah, so this phase shift is for naught. It does nothing. Oh well. But out past that, we have our midline at 2, because we have the midline at 2. And we have the amplitude of 3. Max at 5, minimum at -1. And it's the positive cosine cycle that we are seeing. So this should be right. Cool. Hey, this is done in the correct way. Sort of. Man, it's got some weird stuff going on. The altitude of the ISS, T minutes after its perigee, closest point, in kilometers, is given by blah. The ISS reaches its perigee once in every orbit. How long does the ISS take to orbit the Earth? So this is a sine function. Yeah, it's a negative sine function. So we'll say we have the... looks like this. This has been shifted to the left. Right. Right, so the sine function should look something kind of like this, right? Where it says that this is meant to be t minutes after the closest point. T minutes after the closest point, where the x-axis is Earth. So something like this. Of course, the scale's not right, but get over it. Happens at once every orbit, so in the sine function, the minimum does indeed get achieved exactly once. So we are good there. So this then, of course, is the full orbit, a single sine. So if we find the length of the period, we should know the length of time for the orbit. So from there, we're going to take the value of b, being displayed right here, and slap that bad boy underneath 2 pi. Which is going to be really easy, because 2 pi times 92.8 over 2 pi is, of course, just 92.8. So the unit here is minutes, yes? T minutes. Okay, yeah. So should be 92.8 minutes. Oh, we'll see if we're right. Okay, cool. And another one of these. Okay, that looks like pi over 4. This looks like a pi. These all look like pi's over 4. Except for maybe b looks a little bit left. We'll see what numbers we get to pick, though. Well, 45 is pi over 4. This is 225 then, which is, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pi's over 4. 6 pi's over 4 is 270 degrees. It's at 6. 7 pi's over 4 is 315 degrees. Okay, so we didn't. So they didn't give us another big modeling problem, which I think is to intimidate us on the fact that we got that wrong. Very minor reason, but one that still matters nonetheless. So that's kind of a bummer. But stop, get the fuck off. Okay. So we have modeling next. Modeling broadly, not with trig functions though. So we get function combinations, periodic. Okay, that's going to be largely sinusoidals again, as we see there. Maybe other functions and behavior. This is that might be fine. Manipulate formulas. That's fine. That's easy. Oh shit, that's dirt. Except instead of it, don't use speed. Use rate, you bitch. So you can see that's dirt. That's the dirt formula. Graph labels and scales. That might be fine. Word problems. Equation inequalities. We'll see how bad that is. multiple variables, that might suck. Interpreting expressions with multiple variables, that might also suck. But this will be fine. So we're going to be finishing Algebra 2 next week. And that's pretty hot and sexy, if you ask me. And I know you did. Okay, so I'll pass there. We have not done enough with that unit test to boost the numbers up anymore. We are still at 8.47, and we got one more missed because I fucked up a plus minus sign. So that's cool. But still good. We're making progress. That's good. Good. Okay, so we have art to do. I just hit my hotkey for timestamping 4 times. So that's going to be great to look at in the notepad. But let's get these things turned off now. And let's look at our stuff. So the wheel, right? We have rejuvenate, but the new word of the day is addlepated. Okay, well now I kind of want to see what that word means because I didn't read that. Oh, I read it. Mixed up or confused. I am addlepated. Okay, well let's type that bad boy in there. Addlepated. Yeah, okay. All right. So just like last time, since we only have 2, we're going to do a best of 3. Let's go ahead and click in now. It was directly in between, so we'll see what the chances are. Coin flips are bad on this, by the way. So we're going red yet again. Very cool, very nice. Okay, we're going to do at least one more coin flip to see if we are indeed sketching addlepated. And so then, a click. Yeah, coin flips are not very random, but apparently this one gave us a little bit more of a oomph. We now have a tiebreaker flip, and is perfectly centered on rejuvenate. All right, gamers, one more flip. And we don't get to sketch addlepated, we get to sketch rejuvenate. All right, we are going to hide that. And let's make sure to edit the title. January 2025. Prompt list. Art. Prompts. Using merriam-webster dictionaries. Words of the day for January 2025. All right, now that's going to be properly saved within my stuff. But yeah, so let's learn about rejuvenate and think about what the fuck we're going to sketch for rejuvenate. Okay. What it means to rejuvenate a person, a part of the body, etc., is to make them feel young, healthy, or energetic again. To rejuvenate something abstract, such as an economy or career, is to give it new strength or energy. The hotel package includes a day at the spa to rejuvenate guests. Small businesses opening along the main street have rejuvenated the downtown area. Gentrified. Rejuvenate in context. Made with shea butter and other hydrating ingredients, these hand creams rejuvenate the hands with each use. Nice advertisement. Thank you for not telling me what product it was. Did you know? The word rejuvenate is intended for mature audiences. That is, it applies to people and things that are no longer green to this world. Ooh. Oh! Ow! I have an idea. While there's no true fountain of youth that can turn back the clock, rejuvenation can at least restore a bit of youthful appearance, health, or vigor. Rejuvenate originated as a combination of the prefix re, which means again, and the Latin juvenis, meaning young, re-young. Excuse me. It will come as no surprise that juvenis is also an ancestor of juvenile and junior. Its first known use in the mid-18th century was in reference to certain potions rejuvenating the noble parts of those suffering prolonged ailments. But it didn't take long for the word to see life outside of medical contexts. Today, one might rejuvenate an old car with a fresh coat of paint, a losing football team with a new quarterback, or depleted soil with some nitrogen-fixing legumes, to name just a few examples. Hello, fancy myself a legume enjoyer. Let's see if I can get this word. Rearrange the letters to form a noun that originally referred to a substance held capable of prolonged life indefinitely, or to a substance held capable of changing base metals into gold. That looks like to me probably elixir. And looking at spelled out in the captions, I am correct. Hell yeah, we're 2 for 2 this month in the Test Your Vocabulary. Hell yeah. Okay, so I kind of have an idea. What I want to do is have a sort of like decrepit tree with its with like roots spreading towards a river sort of thing. So like Fountain of Youth, a spring of generous waters, this dying tree with like a new leaf coming off of a branch. So that's what I want to go for. Let's close this for a brief moment while I prep that up. Will just make me big. Get an automatic timestamp. Computer, you okay? Okay. Don't you love that Microsoft is going to be forcing Windows 11 on all devices? At least my computer can actually take it, but I don't want Windows 11. I really fucking hate the because to me, Windows 11 looks like Windows 8. What Windows 8 did to Windows 7 is what Windows 11 looks like to me with respect to Windows 10. And I don't want the tabletification of my computer. My computer is not a fucking tablet. It's not touchscreen. I don't want things centered. I like it to be off base a little bit. I don't it looks like everything is a fucking button that I need to be able to press with my fingers, and that frustrates me. I don't want that. But that's me ranting. Excuse me. Oh, that one's stinky. We're going to need to be quick with the sketch though, because I need to be getting going sooner than later. So we're looking left again. There we go. New the 200 by 200. This is the 3rd of January, and we're sketching Rejuvenate. How the fuck do I spell this word? Okay. Oh. Okay, I spelled it right. This was the word of the day for the 1st of the year. I didn't signature. Well, I'm going to have to add my signature to Rejuvenate, not Rejuvenate, Potpourri. God damn. I don't hate that. And then next to this, though, I want to do a small mosaic as well. I sketched this on the 2nd, which is the day that this went up, but hold on. Wait, why did I put the 1 first? Oh, I do like that one. Getting it to the look right is going to be a problem, right? That's not what I want. I might need to do the larger form. Yeah, no, I need to switch that down. Where I needed to be? Yeah. Okay. No. No, I did that wrong too. It needs to go there. Alright. Right. Is that what I did? No, I did a 6x6, not a 5. Okay, okay. I'm remembering how I did the mosaic. Me, and down on my brow, and down and falls the scene. This is your baby girl. She knows she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a big only girl. Can you dance like a flower? I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna scooch this stuff over. At this point, I'm not going to have enough time to actually do the sketch. So we're going to come back and do the sketch. Baby girl, you know she's gonna scream, girl, what have you done? A pink pony girl, and he's dance at the club, oh mama, I'm just having fun, on the stage in my heels, is where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. If I fall center it. Little see her always on my mind. Every Saturday, I see a southern drawl 1,000 miles away. See you home, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and dance at the club, oh mama. Yeah. There we go. Now I have my signature. And I also like dated it, right? So I did this on the 2nd. Now real quick, you're going to hear Windows noise. And then we're going to close it. Then we're going to open it again. And then we're going to resize it as we do. And potpourri is now properly done. Windows noise again. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This is the 3rd. Day. of the first part. I guess I should have the corners there. Okay. Should be. Yeah, we might need to start the next bit with the actual sketch, so. But, like, the idea that I have, right, is that I want there to be, like, I wanted to get this to be fucking thick. While I'm away, I'm going to figure out what I want to put here. So I decided I don't want it like to be a full stream. Not too interested. Having it be like full of liquid, I think will be interesting with this, but I don't know what I want to put here because I started kind of doing the tree and it just seemed bad. You know, it wasn't working with my brain anymore. So I want to so I'm going to leave it here for now, and then I'll figure out what is going to go down in that space there. We'll see. Okay. Bam. So I do need to wrap up for now though. So again, we'll be back. We'll be back in a couple of hours. And we'll see what is seeking rejuvenation. We'll see. But yeah, so for the time being, that'll be it. So to everybody watching now and anyone watching in the future, take care now and see you in a few hours.